This is News on the Hour.
Out of school children. United States offers $10 million bounty on Iraqi militia leader on the foreign scene. Moving on to the world of sport, Flamingos to face the local clubs in friendlies ahead of World Cup qualifiers. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for the news on the hour. Diamond 887 FM.
These dangerous situations. Is it worth the shame, pain, and disgrace to your family, friends, and loved ones? Think about it and say no to being used to disrupt the peace.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Iroyin.
Good to know you're still there. You're welcome back from that short break. Please do note that you can join us via www to appreciate him for his support to both the governors and the ruling parties. He said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also gave the go-ahead to conduct the primaries in line with the Electoral Act, using either consensus or direct primaries. Bago said discussions during the meeting also focused on the timetable in Zamfara, as well as strategies to strengthen the state economy. The statement noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reaffirms the federal government's commitment to supporting the state, particularly through increased troops development and provisions of necessary equipment to have been involved in the plot to overthrow the administrations of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The defense headquarters inaugurates the court-martial today at the Scorpion Mess at Sokoro, Abuja, under heavy security. The sessions was held behind closed door due to the sensitive nature of the proceedings. Journalists, including accredited defense correspondents who had received prior invitations, were denied access to the venue. Security personnel also barred the use of mobile phones to document their scheduled to begin on Monday, April 27, 2026, as the program offers a flexible learning structure aimed at ensuring that work responsibilities do not completely shut children out of school as a basis. Speaking during the press briefings in Ibadan, the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Olusegun Oyewole, said that initiative is designed to provide flexible learning opportunities for children who are unable to attend regular school during the day. He explains that the pilot phase would run daily from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and will cover 3 major market clusters: Mokola Sabo, Bodija, and Agbeni Idika. Reaffirming the government's commitment, Oyewole stated that every school child has the right to basic education, and the government is committed to ensuring no child is left behind. The National Industrial Court says the former deputy governor, despite serving without impeachment, Justice Bilim, as the non-payment of the lower pensions, various benefits, monthly stipends, with arrears and other entitlement under the Ekiti State Grant of Pensions Law 2012, as amended in 2014 and 2015, was unlawful, illegal, unconstitutional, and unjustifiable. The court orders the defendants to immediately calculate and pay to Lawal all outstanding severance benefits, pensions, and monthly stipends, including all accumulated arrears from October 15, 2010 to the date of judgment, and continuing thereafter as due under the law. The Transmissions Company of Nigeria has strengthened the national grid with the commissioning of the new transmission line connections as the Ivobo corridor aims at improving power evacuations and enhancing grid stability. The project involves the turn-in turn-out connections of the Ivobo Benin and the Ivobo Ajaokuta 330 kV transmissions line, and according to us and strengthen overall grid performance. The news is reaching from Diamond 887 FM. We go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back. It's glad you know you're there. So you're still listening to the news on the hour reaching from Diamond 887 FM, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Now we'll move to the foreign scene. The U.S. State Department is offering up to $10 million for information on the leads and personnel in the Iraq and Syria. Moving still to the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has announced that Israel and Lebanon have agreed to extend the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, which had been due to expire on Monday, by 3 weeks. The announcement follows the meeting between the Israeli and Lebanon ambassadors, which was the second round of talks at the White House, which Donald Trump said went well, but acknowledged. At the initial 10 days, a ceasefire went into effect last Friday at a forced meeting between the ambassador, which marked the first direct diplomatic talks between the two countries in depth of the team's preparations for the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifying against Guinea. The Flamingos will battle Generation Next and Nazareth Queens at the Goal Project pitch Abuja on Saturday and Sunday. Head coach Akim Busari summons 36 players to camp for the first phase of the team's preparations earlier this month. Guinea will host the first leg of the second round qualifying fixtures in Conakry between May 22 and May 24, while the second leg is slated for Nigeria on May 30th. And the second round of the sport, the former Ivory Coast international footballer Bolia Traoré has been sentenced to 3 years in jail for rape. In a statement, in Ivorian League for the Women's Rights said that the Bouquet Court handed down the 3-year sentence earlier this week, hailing a significant advance in the fight against impunity for sexual and APC governor meets President Tinubu in Abuja. Governor Lawal met President Bola Tinubu seeks support on Zamfara security economy. Military inaugurates court-martials for soldiers involved in alleged coup plot. Oyo government launches free evening classes for out-of-school children. From the foreign scene, United States offers $10 million bounty on Iraqi militia leader. And moving on to the world of sport, Flamingos to face local clubs in friendlies ahead of World Cup qualifiers. Now do you know segment. Do you know segments today in 2007? Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu appeared before the Code of Conduct Tribunal D. Many thanks for listening to your Shannon Supreme station. Happy weekend. Please do note that the Yoruba version of the news will be coming immediately.